everybody, I'm Aazam Irilian and I'm your transformation coach and founder of Heal the Heart. I'm here with Brittany Barlog as part of our interviews with women who are amazing and have overcome some challenges and misconceptions in their lives. And they use their situations to empower themselves, and now they're ready and willing to share their stories with all of us with the hope that we are inspired and we are empowered as well. So Brittany's here. Brittany Barlog is a Mary Kay consultant, and I adore her. I love everything that she does. She is a very smart young woman, and I'm so glad that she's part of my journey in life. And I will let her tell you about her story. This is the story of overcoming challenges and misconceptions. So let's see what she has to say.
Well, hi everyone. Like already mentioned, my name is Brittany Barlog. I am currently a sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And just a little bit of background about myself, just so you can kind of get to know me a little bit better. I am 22 years old. I have 3 degrees that I've achieved from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. The first degree that I have is an AA degree in beauty industry, merchandising, and marketing. The second AA degree that I have is an advanced studies degree in beauty industry management, and my third degree is a Bachelor of Arts degree in professional studies. All 3 of those earned in a 4-year period. So that has been the biggest, I think, accomplishment in my personal growth and development that I could have done. Other than that, I have a beautiful, amazing sister who was born with a disability. Her name is Jennifer. She was born with Down syndrome. I live with my family, my mom and my dad, who are entrepreneurs themselves. And I have a wonderful boyfriend named Cole that I've been with for 6.5 years. So now you have a little bit of who I am and who I be. And, you know, I really wanted to talk to you guys today about being an overcomer and what that really means to so many people. So many times, oftentimes, at least in my situation, I have been given so many logical reasons of why things couldn't have happened, things that couldn't have gotten done, that have truly gotten done, not only in a timely manner, but in a successful manner. And I want to be able to tell that story in a way that you guys can relate, that you also can be an overcomer of your obstacles and misconceptions.
I can definitely, without even you starting just that opening, I can relate to it already. Yeah. And, you know, I'm pretty sure so many other women are out there and are ready to hear. So
yes,
tell us about your story.
Okay, so I want to actually start with going to school in the first place. So I was always a person who struggled with acne. And I know you probably wouldn't guess that today because, let's face it, I've grown out of it. You would never know.
Skin.
You would never know. But through this process, I actually grew up having really horrible acne. So when I was younger, I decided that I wanted to have a business when I was 8 years old that would be called Teenage Dream Dermatology, because it was a teenager's dream to have clear skin. And so I wanted to grow up and be a dermatologist. I wanted to help young girls with acne to get through that. And I was really all about self-esteem, self-image, because I was depleted of that so often as a child. And so from that point on, I just discovered that that was my passion, was to find women that I could help. So when I told my parents that I wanted to have this dream, my parents were totally on board because my dad was also a business owner. My dad is a proud business owner of 24 years. That is a huge accomplishment for a household, to only survive by an entrepreneur as a father. So from that point, I decided to go to school, and the school that offered the best opportunity and choices for me was the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. Now, the misconception already there was, well, FIDM isn't a 4-year university. You can't really go to school and get a job after you attend the Fashion Institute. There's really not much space in this type of art. And instantly, that wasn't coming from my immediate family, but people who I trusted and respected were telling me that this couldn't be done and that you wouldn't be able to make a life out of this. You know, your dad's only a successful entrepreneur by the connections he's made, and you're not going to be able to make those connections as well.
There's definitely, you hit the nail on the head. There's a misconception that if you're an artist, there is no way that you can make a living. But there's so many people. One, creativity is part of all of our lives. Two, there's so many people who are in the art industry. California, and specifically Los Angeles, runs on art. That's one of the biggest industry that has the highest employment in Los Angeles. So that is the first misconception.
Absolutely. And so just by taking those words, I kind of had two options. I could be a victim of this misconception and I can say, oh, you're right, I'm actually going to go back to my initial dream. I'm going to go to school to become a dermatologist, which would never have been a bad decision. But the industry that I wanted to go into was not the dermatology industry like I thought it would be. It was really the beauty industry, because I wanted to offer not only skincare solutions, I wanted to offer cosmetic solutions, because as a child, my shield, my armory was being able to put on makeup and feel confident. And that was how I surpassed the bullying. That's how I got through the crisis. And so for me to fall into victimhood and say, you know what, you're right, I'm going to take a different route, I wouldn't have been true to who I was. I wouldn't have been true to who I'd be. Or I could take Victor and I could become victorious in the completion of doing what I wanted to do and being successful in what I love. And I think that that's kind of what led me in that direction, is why would I fall victim to someone who isn't living my life? Why would I let someone else dictate the life I should be living? They're not me. I'm me. So what am I going to choose? And I chose to continue on with school. And to this day, the same people who gave me the misconceptions are the same people who are cheering louder for me than ever today, because I was in a prove you wrong mentality. And so I think when you make a decision and you really start saying, this is how it's going to be, I'm going to do it anyways, you create a new respect level from someone else who may not have seen it in that perspective at first. And I think that that's what I did with my family. And from that point, I was an overcomer in just even the industry that I knew I was born to be in.
Now, I'm pretty sure you already are understanding why I adore her and how wise she is. Actually, what she's referring to, that allowing what others say impact your life, it happened to me. I wanted, at an early age, I wanted to become an artist. And because somebody who was very close to me and I respected and loved very much, not immediate family, but a second cousin, said that artists are the laziest people in the world. And that impacted my decision, and it kind of strayed me from my path. And it wasn't until I was in my 40s that I went back to actually going through with my process of becoming an artist and feeling comfortable. Up till then, I was jumping from one branch to another. And even though all of it was kind of artistic based, very creative, but it wasn't what exactly I wanted to do. And so I can relate to that as well. And it doesn't have to be just the arts. In any area, you can think about, you know, how people respond to your dreams when you share with them, and how what they say may impact your process. It is understanding that, having that mentality of, this is my dream and I'm going to go for it. But many of us don't have that mindset. And that is why so many of us come to a position in life that, especially women, come to a place in life that we regret and we feel burnt out, and because we are not feeding our soul, we are not doing the things that we want to do. So what is it that you would like for people who are listening, especially women, younger or my age or in between, to get from the story that you're sharing?
You know, I think that with everyone, we have different walks of life. And no decision is a bad decision unless you're not being true to who you are. And choosing to go past and look past the things that can be obstacles are really only going to make you stronger. You can only become the strength that you pour into yourself. And if you're not pouring in truth of who you are and who you be and who you're supposed to be, then you're missing the huge picture. Don't fall trapped into what is and what is currently. There is so much more out there for you, and you have to find that for yourself, and you have to overcome that for yourself. But unless you're willing to go through a lot of fire to get through, you really can't become the eagle who emerged from the ashes.
Awesome. And understanding that every experience, there is no failure.
Oh, no.
It's all
No.
feedback. It's all feedback. It is,
Absolutely.
we are here and we are the people or the persons we are because of our experiences. Whatever those past experiences have been, we can either be stuck in them or we can actually use them to jumpstart the next phase of our lives. So saying, it was the past, this is what I learned, this is the feedback I got from life, now let's see what I can do next. And you
Yes.
definitely have done that. Any last words you would like to share or?
You know, the only thing that comes to mind is don't become a victim into your own situation. Just look past, push past, and be the eagle that rises every time.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much, Brittany, for
you.
being here. This is wonderful, and I'm pretty sure we're going to hear from so many other people. I'm going to have this on Women Inspired page on Facebook and also on my own website, healtheheart.com, as the blog post.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, and ladies, I hope this blesses you today.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, and hope to see you again for the next video.
Absolutely.
Take care.